So first of all, I'm Nico, co-founder and CEO of Lymbic AI. We are establishing the world's first real privacy-preserving biometric ID. We're basing that on brainwaves. The reason for that is that facial recognition, voice recognition, even fingerprinting or iris scan can't be trusted because they rely on externally observable, externally perceivable features, right? Like your face, it can be captured normally, for most of the people at least, from social media all around the internet. It can be used to dupe your identity and hack into the systems of facial recognition. That's why we want to introduce something more private, more hidden, based on brainwaves.
But I guess with face recognition, it doesn't always work when it's dark or under certain circumstances.
Exactly. Depends on the environment as well. There can be environmental impacts that make it possible that certain biometrics don't work in certain settings.
Yeah, and the other part of it as well is that something that works in as many different situations as possible is always going to be preferable.
That, and then there's another USP to our technology, which makes it more advanced, or for certain settings more useful than other biometrics, which is continuous authentication. Just imagine you wear a headset or earbuds or a headphone that has sensors integrated that can measure your brainwaves. There's always a hardware component to biometrics, right? Once you have that headset on, or those earbuds, or whatever hardware you have on your headgear you have on your head, you can continuously being authenticated. Normally there's a trust window when it's facial recognition, when it's fingerprinting. You're maybe logged into your online bank or something, you have access, a trust window of 10, 15, 20 minutes, then you're locked out. With the Neuroprint, with our solution, with our biometric solution, we enable continuous authentication. Every microsecond you can be re-authenticated and verified as the correct user.
How does the technology work?
Yeah. Again, it's always a hardware and software component. With biometrics, for facial recognition is a camera and algorithm. For us, it is a EEG headset and an algorithm as well that works and interprets the EEG data essentially. So what we're picking up, brainwaves, is essentially your electrical brain flow or voltage differentials in your brain. Those are captured by the hardware. It's actually quite low cost. Actually way cheaper than specific cameras, high resolution cameras for iris scan or facial recognition. So the cost point is not even that high. We can get the data then from that device, and we are coming from the software part. We do the signal processing, the deep learning algorithms to authenticate a user as being the correct user of the security system they want to look into.
And what's the target audience for you? What's the target companies?
Right. Business to government and business to business, meaning we speak with the public sector, US governmental agencies, Department of Defense in the US, Ministry of Defense in the UK, and their respective innovation agencies, as well as with private markets, financial institutions. Morgan Stanley, at example, is a company we spoke with in the past, and then biometric security corporates that can sell the Neuroprint or our capabilities, our solution, on top of their existing biometric offering.
And what about cost? Is that something that would bear the cost? Is it the companies that are using your technology, or is it the end user?
So we're not selling that directly to the consumer, right? Because we don't believe, at the start at least, that's convenient enough. I mean, that's what we heard in the market, that's the feedback. Not everybody wants to put on a device, a headset on their head while they're driving a car or something, and they want to just log into their phone or something like that, right? This is for high security applications. So they would need to purchase the hardware, and our software works on top of that. You can imagine Windows on a Samsung laptop or Android on a Samsung smartphone, and you would have an additional cost point for the software itself, for the license of the software.
Where are you at currently? Are you in the sales?
If we speak about technological readiness level, TRL, we are 4 to 5, so we have a prototype, a functional prototype that we're actually demoing here at Hello Tomorrow. In real time we can authenticate me and my team members. There's a bit more effort to be done on the software development, that we actually bring the models in the cloud, deploy and give access to the models to clients, and then the next step is doing pilots, POCs with financial institutions, with governments that want to use that technology to test access control for high security rooms. That would be the next steps, and then sales, yeah.